Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday, August 20th, 2018, and the babies just all ate. And I gotta tell you what I did here today real quick. Come on, off. There we go. The runt, so I'm sorry for spinning you guys around, I apologize about that. The runt obviously did not join them in the dish, so I picked the runt up and I brought him in the house. And I grabbed some more of the ham off the bone, and I set him down and I fed him a bunch of that, and he chowed it down. So don't worry, he's doing fine. He is nursing off his mother as well, so he's doing perfectly fine. Okay, so alright, so I wanted to talk today, and I wanted to talk about this. I want to pull this up just so that I can bring this up and say it accurately. The South African land grab against white farmers has already started. Okay, so I want to bring up this, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, so the government was negotiating with these two farms, and they're very large tracts of, of land. And one is, I just want to read this so I say it rightly. They're targeting two game farms in the northern province of Limpopo after talks with the landowners to buy the property collapsed, okay? Well, the one landowner wanted 200 million rand, which is 16.7 million euros for the land, and the country was willing to pay just a tenth of that, or 20 million rand, which is 1.67 million euros. Okay, so the guy tried to block everything in the injunction, but his thing wasn't accepted, and so the government has gone in there and taken that land. I mean, it's like, to me, like I said, now, when I did a video on South Africa before, it was amazing to me the number of people that came on and were like, oh, it's justified, they're getting what they deserve, and all this type of stuff. You know, and here's the thing is, the people that are alive right now had nothing to do with anything that happened before. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, a lot of them actually purchased the land. A lot of these white farmers purchased the land that they own within the last 50 years, okay? But now, because you have, you know, these people doing this stuff with the government, and, you know, my God, could you imagine? Let's do a reverse psychology for a second, folks, and talk about what would happen here in the United States if we, the government here, decided, okay, we're going to go in and we're going to take all the black people's land. Let's talk about it like that, okay? What kind of lunacy would happen in this country if they did something like that? But because it's South Africa, you know, that's perfectly fine and that's okay, and it's not really talked about a lot on the world stage or in the world news, because they don't want to talk about that. You know, reverse racism is perfectly fine and that's okay. Here's the thing is, as far as I'm concerned, guys, any degree of racism, whatever way it is not acceptable. It really truly isn't. So which is happening over there, you know, it's not right. And, you know, people are going to get on here, and I'm going to get a whole bunch of, you know, black folks that say, oh, it's justified, they deserve what they're getting, blah, 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 blah. But when it's these people that have had absolutely nothing to do with anything, it's like blaming me as a white person for slavery that I had absolutely nothing to do with, that none of my, you know, immediate ancestors, that as far as I know, because, you know, slavery was over in the 1800s, and my people didn't come over here to the United States till after that. You know, as far as my grandparents and stuff like that, they immigrated from, you know, my grandfather was Dutch and my grandmother was German, you know, and then on my father's side there were English, Irish, and Dutch, you know, so, and Scottish, there's Scottish in there too. But, you know, it's like they all came over here after all that was happening. So, you know, my ancestors didn't own any slaves, but it's like saying, well, you know what, you're responsible for what happened from the past. That's ridiculous, you know. So anyway, I wish them good luck with their endeavors, because I think it's going to turn around and bite them right in the behind, just like it did to Zimbabwe. And now Zimbabwe was begging the white farmers to come back. And I'm going to also hear people say, oh, you're going to say black people don't know how to farm, blah, 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 blah. It's not a matter of that. It's not a matter of that. When you have the government in control of something, the corruption from the government is always going to be paramount, no matter what. I don't care what country it is, this country, whatever country. So if you put the government in charge of something, let's say like healthcare, you know, you're going to have issues, you're going to have problems. So that's more my point. Not that black people don't know how to farm. It's just that the corruption with the government is going to screw that all up. And when you have somebody that owns that property and, you know, has been working it for years and years and years, and they know how to do it, and they know what they're doing, and then you take it away from them and you just kind of put it into some kind of collective and expect people to know exactly how to do things, this doesn't work out that well. Like I said, just ask Zimbabwe how that worked out for them. So anyway, it's just, you know, it's a bad situation. It's all a ploy from the government that's in there in charge to try to keep themselves in control while they continue to rob the people in South Africa, white or black. And, you know, it's all about control, guys. It's just the same thing that goes on here in the United States year after year after year, okay? So anyway, today, it don't look so bad right now. I'm going to kick this around. A little overcast now, much more overcast for most part of the day. Ended up pulling in 4.8 kilowatt hours for the day. So not horrible, not great, but not horrible. It's more than enough to need for our needs here at the homestead. I'm going to show you over here, and actually I did a series of videos, and I'm going to save a lot of these videos that I'm doing. I did like 4 videos today. This is the 5th one, believe it or not. And I'm going to save them, and I'm going to throw them all up in like September so you guys can see everything. But today, I made, and my sister Margie came up, and she helped me with like the first batch. But we got 12 jars of dill pickles made today. And so that's what I was working on today. And, you know, it may not seem like a big deal or a lot, but it is a lot of work. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I've said it before, talking about, like, you know, with canning. Anybody that does canning, my hats go off to you, because it is not easy. It is not easy at all. There's a lot of hard work, but very rewarding. Like I said, there's 12 jars right there. I have more that I have to can yet. And I have given away so much produce already, I couldn't even begin to tell you how much that I've given away. I went out today and really wasn't looking that hard, and I picked 12 more cucumbers today. Yesterday, I ended up, oh, look at this, guys. There's Mama feeding the babies. Isn't that cute? She is really, really a good mother to the babies. Really, really good mother. So anyway, I'm going to go over here. I pulled out, yesterday, I pulled out 2 zucchini, and I pulled out, I think it was 5 more of the yellow squash, 5 or 6 of them. I think I only had 1 up here, but I pulled them out yesterday out of the garden as well. Just absolutely crazy amounts of produce this year. It's been absolutely fantastic. Had a great year with the garden, and so I want to utilize that and garden, or you know, and can as much as I possibly can. I pulled a bunch of tomatoes out yesterday, and I gave some of them, Greg and Christine, my neighbors up behind me, had come down, and I gave them a bunch of tomatoes to use. But take you over here real quick. But anyway, I really want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the whole South Africa thing, what you think. This will be the 2nd video, but the land grab has started now, and they're taking it over, and they're pushing the white farmers out, like, and you know, that's just insane to me. So I got to pick some more here. Got a lot of them ready to be pulled off, and then I'll just set them aside, and they'll be good to go. But now I got to show you over here. Look at the size of that there. Got one sitting up there. The squash just keeps going like freaking crazy. There's some more tomatoes almost ready underneath there. A lot of tomatoes ready to be going here. So I'm going to be probably canning tomatoes as well pretty soon. I'm going to take you around the other side real quick. And I forgot that I had planted these, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. because one of them is on the outside here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, okay. Muskmelon. I think that is a muskmelon. So I think I planted muskmelon too and didn't remember. Here, look, here's another cucumber ready to go. And then here's another one. Like I said, I really didn't look that hard today for the cucumbers. And I pulled off 12, and so I'm trying to get them when they're not. Look, there's a couple more right there that are ready. I gotta go grab those. But I'm trying to get them before they get like freaking gigantic, because I'm not out there enough to see them, and you know they're hidden. And then I go out there and I'm like, oh my God. So my sister was here today, like I said, helping me can. So I sent her home with 10 of the cucumbers, and so she took 10 back home, and I told her she lives in a elderly apartment complex now. She just moved there, and so I said, give them to some of the people there. Why not? You know, I love to share. I really do. It makes me feel good to share. So anyhow, guys, that's what's happening here at the homestead today. I want to hear your thoughts on the whole South Africa thing. What you think. The land grab has started. They've started taking the land now from the white farmers, and I want to hear your feedback on it. Good, bad, or indifferent. Everybody has a right to their opinion, but you know, when I hear people talk about that it's okay to kill anybody, regardless of color, that they think that it's okay that that happens, I think that that's a very sick individual, to be honest with you, if you think that. Regardless, you know, I mean, the past is the past. There's nothing we can do about the past. We can't change the past. But two wrongs do not make a right. And hurting people that had nothing to do with anything that is happening, you know, back then, now, it doesn't make it right. The people that were involved in a lot of the stuff that happened are long dead. They're long in their graves. And, you know, that doesn't make it right to do horrible, evil things to people now because you just don't like white people, or you just don't like black people, or you just don't like Koreans, or you don't like the Japanese, or you don't like, you know, Indians, you know, from India, or if you don't like American Native Indians. Whatever it may be, just to hate somebody because of the color of their skin, I think is very sad and very pathetic, and I actually feel sorry for people that think that way. I really truly do, because we're all human beings, guys. We really truly are. You cut us all and we all bleed red. That's the truth, and regardless of what color you are. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here for now. Like I said, I want to hear your feedback, so please like, comment, share. Hit the icon button if you want to, you know, if you like what we're doing here. Subscribe. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. The legacy sale continues to go on right now, and that will go on through the end of the month. There's two different offers right now. Both of the packages are 40% off. It's a 60 meal bucket, which is down to $120, and I think it's normally like $185, I believe, or something like that. But it's 40% off right now. And also the 360 meal package is available for $573, which is, if you figure out and you do the math, it's much more effective to get that one, you know, because it's a bigger package. But that's 40% off at $573, so that's really, really good savings off the normal price. That sale goes through the end of the month. You can check that out at my website at preppernurse1.com. Click on, you know, Legacy when you get onto the website. You'll see all the food right there. The prices have already been marked down on those two items. Everything else is normal price, so if you're interested, please, you know, go check it out. Remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. Nobody's going to stop you from getting there, from doing it, except for yourself. That's it. It really, truly isn't, you know, so think about that, all right? And just stay focused, guys, you know, be ready for whatever's coming. Productive day here today at the homestead. Like I said, 12 quarts of dill pickles made, and we also made bread and butter pickles. So that's all. Those videos will all be up. I'm probably going to throw them up next month, is what my plan is. Is just kind of just do a whole generalized thing so you can see the canning process, what we're doing, how we're doing it, and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you what, as much hard work as it is canning, I absolutely love it. I'll be honest with you. You know, when you take your own things that you grew and make something productive out of it, it's just a really, really good feeling. Okay? I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.